This video brought to you in association with Amazon.com, your one-stop shop for all things Cincinnati Bengals, NFL, and much, much more. Links in the description. What should we expect from the new-look Cincinnati Bengals offense in 2019 and beyond? Hello everyone, I am Savak, and today we're tackling that. But first, I just want to say thank you to all the viewers of my last video. Well over 1,000 views and so many kind comments. It's all appreciated. I do it all for you guys. But anyways, I was originally going to make a video about the AFC East and who seems most likely to take over the division after the Patriots' reign ends. And don't worry, it's still coming, but our work in the AFC North is not done just yet. So for the last 16 years, the Bengals have been under the steady guidance of head coach Marvin Lewis. And while admittedly his teams were often competitive contenders to make the postseason, they often fell flat in the postseason. Under his leadership, they finished first in the AFC North 4 times. They made the playoffs 7 times, and yet never made it past the wild card round. So finally, in 2018, after the deteriorating situation became worse, with them falling from the previous year's 7-9 record to a paltry 6-10, Marvin Lewis was fired. Enter first-time head coach Zac Taylor. Taylor comes to Cincinnati after 2 seasons with the LA Rams, where he served as assistant wide receivers coach in 2017 and quarterbacks coach in 2018. In 2017, Taylor helped oversee an emerging Rams passing offense that ranked 10th in the NFL in pass yards per game, averaging 239 yards per game. Taylor directed the young receiving corps, headed by rookie Cooper Kupp, who finished the season with a team-high 869 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns on 62 catches. The following year, Taylor helped guide Rams quarterback Jared Goff to career highs in every major passing category: completions, attempts, passing yards, passing touchdowns, completion percentage, yards per attempt, and passer rating. Goff ranked 4th in the NFL in passing yards and 8th in passer rating. Goff's play was instrumental in their offense, which finished the regular season ranked 2nd in net yards per game and 2nd in scoring. We're still not really sure what happened to them in the Super Bowl. But sometime before that, Zac Taylor also played a crucial role in the development of quarterback Ryan Tannehill, with whom he was already familiar with, having worked with him previously at Texas A&M under then head coach Mike Sherman, who was also Zac's father-in-law. All 3 of them ended up with the Dolphins when Sherman was hired as offensive coordinator and Taylor as the QB coach. And during that time, Tannehill's 15,460 passing yards in his first 4 seasons ranked 3rd most among all quarterbacks in NFL history in their first 4 seasons, behind only Peyton Manning and Hall of Famer Dan Marino. In Cincy, Zac Taylor will be tasked with reviving a stale offense and coaxing more out of quarterback Andy Dalton, who for some reason seems to have the opposite of whatever it is Joe Flacco has. In that Andy Dalton is good, sometimes great, during the regular season, but then becomes a reduced version of himself in the postseason. In 4 playoff appearances, Andy Dalton has thrown a single touchdown pass, compared to 6 interceptions. So Zac has his work cut out for him. But luckily, he will not be tackling this feat alone. Along for the ride is offensive coordinator Brian Callahan. Like Taylor, Callahan gained most of his experience from being a quarterbacks coach around the league, with stops in Oakland, where under Callahan's direction, Raiders quarterback Derek Carr recorded a career-high 4,049 passing yards and a 93.9 passer rating. He led the AFC and ranked 5th in the NFL in completion percentage with 68.9%, and 6th in the NFL in total completions. And before that, Callahan served for 2 years in Detroit, during which Matthew Stafford ranked in the top 10 in the NFL in touchdown passes, passing yards, completions, completion percentage, and interception percentage. In 2017 alone, Stafford ranked 3rd in the NFL in passing yards with 4,446. Supporting them in the quarterback's coach role will be Alex Van Pelt, whose resume boasts coaching Pro Bowler Aaron Rodgers for a number of years during which Rodgers became one of the top players in the NFL, passing for 125 touchdowns, tied for second most in the NFL, and had 3 straight seasons of 500-plus attempts with 8 or fewer interceptions, the longest streak in league history. The team will also be aided by wide receivers coach Bob Bicknell, whom has worked with such notable names as Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy Maclin, and Jordan Matthews. So what does all this mean? It means that the priority for them will be getting the most out of veteran quarterback Andy Dalton. They intend to do so by installing an offense similar to the one run by the LA Rams, and they happen to have the personnel on board to do it. So what kind of offense do the Rams run? The answer is not that simple. The Rams run an offense based on odds, where the goal is to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers when their odds for success are favorable. For example, very often when the Rams run, they do so with 3 wide receivers on the field to pull a defender out of the box and to make the blocking scheme easier for the offensive line. According to NFL's Next Gen Stats, Todd Gurley rushed against 8 or more defenders in the box on just 8% of his carries in 2018. He had 256 attempts, so that's 20 times out of 256. The goal is to set players up with the best chance to succeed. I know, sounds obvious, right? For the Bengals, in this system, Joe Mixon takes over the role of Todd Gurley, and in place of Cooper Kupp, Brandon Cooks, and Robert Woods, the Bengals have A.J. Green, 7-time Pro Bowler that needs no introduction, John Ross, second-year speedster who clocked a 4.22 40-yard dash, fastest in combine history, and Tyler Boyd, the possession receiver equipped with powerful hands and outstanding body control. They also still have Tyler Eifert, whom, when he's healthy, has been anywhere between good and great, depending on the game. So far, that has been his biggest issue, and as they say on TV, the best ability is availability. Needless to say, there are definitely some weapons to work with here. But what do you think? How effective will this offense be? Did I miss anything your keen eye spotted? What team would you like to see an offensive assessment of? Do you think the Bengals drafted A.J. McCarron's heir apparent in Ryan Finley? Let me know in the comments. Links to dope-ass swag from Amazon and my PayPal if you wish to donate to my channel, all in the description, because like Zach Schaumler of Strong Opinion Sports, big fan, I'm doing this for a living, so every little bit helps. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ding the bell so that you will be in the loop when the next one drops. Tell your friends, and thanks for watching.